The idea of monarchy as a viable form of government in the modern Western political context of the present time is laughable at best. European monarchies that still exist today are so neutered that they may as well not exist at all. Well, other than their status as celebrity figures for the insipid tabloids. They have no formal power, and in many eyes exist as little more than figureheads of a bygone era of ignorance. They seem to fill the role as mere benefactors and spokespeople for their nations, wealthy families that embody a symbolic spirit of the country they claim to rule. But back in the genesis of many European conceptions we take for granted today, these monarchies and the family that constituted them were essential to the foundation and cohesion of their respected territories. They grew out of the chaos of the collapse of the Western Roman Empire, when various tribal confederations ransacked the once illustrious splendor of Western Europe. Feudalism brought order to the Middle Ages, which placed kingdoms at the top of a hierarchy of several monarchic systems, such as duchies, counties, and lordships. Over time, the kings began to displace these lower-level aristocrats that they presided over and led to the formation of the modern nation-states. My interest in the history of these monarchic dynasties of Europe from the early Middle Ages to the present is built around the strategy that these royal families used to bolster their territorial possessions. I am fascinated by the idea of a monarch, a single person that embodies a specific allowed piece of land and his or her ability to pass down this allowance to his or her descendants, as well as the ability to forge alliance via the intermarrying with other families. It's this personal and familiar feature in combination with the important political machinations of the time that captivates me in the study of these processes. The European landscape as we know it today was shaped by these families that claimed to be able to preside over these disparate regions in their cultivation of their legacy via reproduction and compromising with each other through marriage. Many of Europe's most pivotal wars were generated by dynastic struggles, a claim of blood heritage as a way of establishing legitimacy. I think historical dynastic matters are often overlooked when analyzing these conflicts, and I hope to add insight into the specific familial decisions that led to the spider web of relations throughout Europe and the carnage and triumph that ensued therefrom. I also hope to provide commentary on what decisions were good for certain dynasties and which proved to be disastrous, and how the modern royal families, as weak and pathetic as they are, still maintain a lot of vestiges of these old familial squabbles and considerations. I'm going to be doing a series about each major European country and the monarchy that it was associated with it and how it evolved and changed throughout the years. And stay tuned, because my first video about England, which I know gets a lot of attention, but I might as well start with something that's a little bit easier to find research about, will be coming out shortly. Thank you.